Hi everyone, Carmen Broxma here with Choose Joy with Carmen. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you what I made for Craft Roulette episode 142. So the parameters were the project had to be a card with the tag. The colors had to be blue-green, which that's one color, blue-green. So kind of like a, turquoisey color, I guess, plus two. And then the element had to be best friends, and the random had to be stamped background. So let's pull in the card and I can show you my thoughts behind my creation. So here's the card, and I loved this designer paper that I came across. It's called Home for Christmas, and it has some beautiful papers in there, but I went ahead and just fussy cut out a Santa and a Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer out of this paper, and that's what I used on my tag for this card. So now let me show you what I did with the tag. So it had to be a card with a tag. So I found in my stash this set called Tags and Labels. It's called what? Tags and Labels Framelets. And there was these two in there. So what I did was I pulled out my paper pumpkin kit from October of this year. And in there was this beautiful paper, which looks like this. And that was in that kit, and I went ahead and used those tags, and I first die cut it out with the big one, and then I went back in with the smaller one and die cut it out once I had that. And then that gave me that little extra there, so that's why I wanted that bottom part to be flat down, but I wanted the tag part with Santa and the reindeer popped up. So then what I did was, first of all, I stamped the Holly Jolly, because my three colors are going to be Bermuda Bay, so that's going to be my blue green, and then my plus two colors is the red and the like a mossy meadow green. This is just a regular green, and that's on his gloves, and I also did that on that little pearl there, and I'll show you how I did that. So those are my three colors, and so I went ahead and stamped the Holly Jolly in the Bermuda Bay second generation stamping. I didn't do it full strength, and I did that on that basic white. So I did some stamping of that across the bottom there. Then I ran it through with a snowflake embossing folder that I had, and hopefully you can see that in there. And then in that paper pumpkin kit, there were these snowflakes, these kind of iridescent snowflakes, as well as this die cut, the ho ho ho. So I went ahead and put that on the card, and like I said, I fussy cut the Santa and the reindeer and put him on that second layer of tag there. Put some baker's twine up there in the tag, and let's see what else I did. I brought in, I love doing this, I brought in my the rhinestone jewels, and what I did for that middle one there is I colored it in with my stamping blend. That's how I got it to be the same green as his gloves. And then I had some little bitty rhinestones here that I just went ahead and added on the tips of that snowflake. Love it. I thought it was so much fun. So then, of course, I had to decorate the inside. And so I did the Merry and then the Christmas and 'tis the season to be jolly, so that it would tie in with what I have on the front. And then stamp some random snowflakes there, all from that paper pumpkin set. And then I went ahead and just on not his beard, but just on the parts of his suit, I added some Wink of Stella. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that glistening there. I'm trying to get it in the camera. But I just did it on the white parts of his jacket. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It kind of glistens there. But I did some Wink of Stella on there. And I also put a rhinestone on his nose. Even though his nose was already red, I wanted that little embellishment there. So I thought this was a fun card. So I think I have all my parameters covered. I have my card with the tag. I have my blue, green plus 2, which was the Bermuda Bay, the Real Red, and the Mossy Meadow. And then I have the stamp background. So that was, you know, this part that I did here. And then as far as the best friends go, well, you know, Santa had, he thought he saw something in Rudolph, right? And so he called him to guide him through that foggy night, right? And the other reindeers did not like Rudolph. But when Santa called on him and used him on that evening, then the rest of the reindeer loved him, right? Isn't that the way the song goes? So, how did it go? Then the reindeer loved him and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. So all the rest of the reindeers became his best friend, and he was Santa's best friend. So there is my element for best friends. Okay, so I think I've got that covered. Hope you enjoyed that. I love it. It is so cute. So, okay, well, I guess we'll see what the wheel gives us this week. It's going to be a little different because our host is not going to be there. Our normal Mary Gunn fun is not going to be there, but she has some people coming in that I think is going to be a great show. So I can't wait to see what the show brings us this week and what Mr. Will gives us so that we can see what I create for next week. Okay, happy crafting, everyone, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.